In a previous video, we talked about how we can help our Protestant friends to know that the Catholic Church is authority, because Jesus gave it. And in this video, we will discuss the infallibility of the Church, again because Jesus enables it. In 1 Timothy 3:15, the Church is called the pillar and foundation of truth. But how is that possible if the Church is made up of sinful, fallible people? Well, it's because Jesus promised protection for his Church, stating that the gates of hell shall not prevail. Protection from the father of lies, so that his Church could be the pillar and foundation of truth. And Jesus says that the Holy Spirit will guide you to all truth. He said this during the Last Supper. He said this not to all of his disciples, but only to his 12 apostles. They are protected from error. His Church, when teaching on faith and morals, is infallible. And this is not something that the Catholic Church invented a few years ago. St. Irenaeus, less than 100 years after the death of the Apostle John, states that where the Spirit of God is, or truth, there is the Church. A few hundred years later, St. Cyril of Jerusalem states that the Church is called Catholic because it teaches universally and infallibly. Pope Pius IX, more recently, about 150 years ago, basically says that if you reject the dogma of the Church, you're not a part of the Church anymore. Protestants mistakenly take the attitude that because all people are fallible, then all churches are fallible. And they'd be right if Jesus didn't intervene. The Church is infallible not because of its own capability, but only because Jesus gave infallibility to his Church. He promised protection and keeps his word. Decisions are made by the Church in conjunction with and protected by the Holy Spirit. Otherwise, how could the Catholic Church have never committed heresy? Never. For man, it would be impossible. But for Christ, all things are possible. So how can we help our Protestant friends understand? Here are a few questions you can ask your Protestant friends. How can the Church be called the pillar and foundation of truth if it can teach falsehood? And if Jesus' Church did teach falsehood, how could you defend that Jesus kept his promise to protect his Church? How could the Church be trusted to be the final arbiter of truth if it could lie? Protestants need the Church to be fallible. Otherwise, their whole belief system crumbles since they don't agree with each other on key doctrines. As Catholics, we need to help them understand the error of their false belief system. Be bold and confident as you have truth on your side. May God bless you on your faith journey.